Hey guys, like I said, this day is going to be really short. It is day 28 of the through hike, and today is was a zero. It's not is it? It's kind of the day's almost over. So today I really just stayed around, laid around, rest, stretched as much as I could, took a bath, soaked everything, and just tried to really focus on recovery, exactly how like a 0 day is meant to be. Um, I didn't walk around, didn't really do anything. Watched a lot of TV, played on my phone, set up a schedule for the next little bit, which I would like to share in a second. I have everything packed up, and I'm ready to go. Hopefully, I'll be on the road at. I say the road because the road walk's coming up. It literally is on the road at around 8. I'm thinking. So, but yeah, going back to my plans here is that the next 4 days there's a hostel that gets really good reviews that doesn't get much talk and recognition called the Refuge Hostel. I plan to be there in 4 days, and then after that I plan to do a 4 day longer stretch to Virginia. So if everything goes well and the weather's looking good for the first half of it, at least. I don't know about the second half, but it's just because it changes. The second half does look good so far, but I'm not kind of using that just due to how mountain weather can change, and looking 6 days in advance or something is just it's kind of silly and pointless in my opinion. But the first four looks good, and it's going to be a about 13 miles per day to get there, which will be really nice. I have a huge climb coming out of Irwin tomorrow up to Unaka, and I hear that's absolutely beautiful. Before I get to Unaka, I'll hit a place called Beauty Spot, which gets a lot of traffic, and I hear it's very beautiful as well. So, a lot of climbing tomorrow, but it should be worth it with the views and the sights that I get to see. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then after that, it's kind of a little rolling, a little bit downhill to the Refuge Hostel. It's at around 19E, and 19E is a pretty popular road in this area because there's a lot of hostels around there. There's the famous, I believe it's the Mountain Harbor Hostel is there, and that is like raved about for their breakfast, and people really like it. Obviously, I'm not going to be going there. I'm going to go to the Refuge, and there's another one called the Station at 19E as well. So there's like 3 hostels within a mile right in that section. It's really, really, really popular area, and I think it's popular due to the fact that it's right after the Roan Highlands. I've been really looking forward to the Roan Highlands for a long time, even before I got out here on the AT. It's a bunch of mountains that they're like all balds, and I hear they're just amazing. There's like one after the other, and they're rolling, and you go through them all. I don't quote me. I think there's actually 7 to 9 of them, but like I said, I'm not sure. But I know there's some really, really, really nice ones, and I'm looking forward to that as well. And also, a really interesting little tidbit, after Roan, I think it's Mount Roan or Roan or something like that, Roan Highland, not the Highlands, but Roan Mountain, I think it's called, is the last time I'll be above 6,000 feet until New Hampshire. So that's like 10 states in a row not getting above 6,000. So I'm excited about that as well. I've been over 6,000 quite a bit. In the Smokies, you're over it for a long time. And I don't know if you're above it after or not, but I don't think you actually are. I know you get close to 6, but I don't think you actually break 6 after the Smokies until Roan Mountain. So after that, it's all well. It's not all downhill because there's endless amounts of climbs between Roan Mountain and New Hampshire, literally endless. So But it is kind of neat that that'll be the last time I'm above 6,000 for quite some time. And then after the refuge, I'll make my way to the Virginia border, and I will stay in Damascus. And Damascus is just a couple miles after the border. I'm planning to do some pretty big miles in that stretch. You get to go by Watauga Lake and Watauga Dam, which is really a cool area in that area in northern Tennessee. And then after that, it's kind of like flat. There's a popular challenge on the AT called the Damascus Mile, or Damascus Marathon, not the Damascus Mile. The Damascus Marathon is actually 26.2 miles from a shelter into Damascus. A lot of people do it just due to the terrain. It's nice and it can be done. I don't know if I will do it, but I do expect I'll be doing over 20 in that stretch. What I probably will do is I'll probably camp near Damascus so I can do like a Nero into Damascus and enjoy my time at the hostel is what I'm kind of thinking, because if you do the Damascus Marathon, obviously a marathon is going to take you all day hiking, and then you get into the hostel, it's real late, and then you leave. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I want to go to get some food there, and I want to get some permethrin spray somewhere along this. Maybe at the refuge hostel I could maybe get it if we go into, well, we do go into town, or if not, I'll get it at Damascus, retreat the clothes, and that's for ticks. So I did it before I left, but it'll be probably about they say it's good for 6 weeks, so it'll probably be about 5 weeks after I've treated it. So it's time to do it, and with the weather warming up, it's definitely something I want to keep on top of. I don't want to get anything to deal with Lyme disease. So that's my plans. I know I'm stretching and going on, but there's no other videos in today or clips in this video, so I have a lot to say, I guess, in the next little bit, and I'm so excited. I mean, I can't believe, like, Virginia, I can see Virginia, like there's light at the end of the tunnel. And when I was on Springer, Virginia just seemed like forever ago, you know, like I would never get there. But I can kind of see Virginia now. This stretch will end in Damascus, Virginia. So let's get going, and I'm gonna relax a little bit, do a little bit more stretching, keep drinking water, hydrate, and hit the bed, and I will be back on trail, and I'm gonna be going. So, all right, guys, thanks for following my little speech about plans going forward, and that's day 28. They're I mean, that's what a zero is. So, all right, guys, good night.